Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to make some changes in the rules that we have made. Rules will be same, but the way when the user was clicking the strawberry button will be changed. So here, what was happening is, when the user was clicking, then only the strawberry button was moving to the different position, right? But what we want is, the strawberry button should be automatically moved to the different positions in the screen. So for that we are going to do some coding. Okay, let's start. Okay, so what we want is the left and the top property should be moved to different position without getting clicked, right? So we will duplicate this block and place it in the code area, and also the top block and place just below the left. And from here, the control category, under the timing category, we will drag this wait for 1 second under the top block. Now what will happen, after the left and top properties, strawberry button will wait for 1 second and again it will move to different position if we duplicate it like this. Again duplicating the top. So you can see here, we are duplicating the same blocks again and again. So it is getting complex, right? And it's not the wise decision to repeat the same blocks again and again, right? So what we will do, we will use the loops here, which help the repeated blocks to be written in a shorter way. Okay, so here in the loop category there are 4 blocks. The first is forever block, which will repeat some instruction forever. It will repeat infinitely, okay, until the execution stops. And second is repeat while. Here are some conditions. Then only it will, if the condition is satisfied, then only it will repeat that instruction that is inside this block, okay. And the next is repeat 10 times. That means a particular number of times it will repeat. It can be 5, it can be 4. You can edit the number of times you want to get repeated those blocks, okay. And break out of loop means if you want that instruction to come out of that loop, you will use that block, okay. So we will use this repeat instruction where we have some condition. So what is our condition? When the program will start, right? When the state of the execution is on, then strawberry button should move to different position on its own, right? So we will store the state of the execution, state of the project to on and off. And in computer, you know, the on value means 1 and off value means 0. So we are going to first create a variable. Here. Okay, give the variable name as game in progress. So select the game in progress variable and put it to 1. 1 means it is on and 0 means it is off. Okay. So we will put these instruction, this set game in progress to 1. Okay. So here instead of my variable, we will choose the game in progress variable and equals to, it will be 1. Okay, done. So that means whenever the game in progress, the execution have started, then the strawberry button will move and it will wait for 1 second. Okay, so we will drag this. Let's first delete this one and drag this block inside the repeat block. Okay, and this repeat block we are going to put below the show here when program starts. Okay, and also this under the lives. Okay, so when program starts, all the things will be set to the values given and it will show also. And this instruction, that is, it is checking first whether you have started the program, the execution have started. Then what will happen? Strawberry button will move to different random position and it will wait for 1 second and again it will move to different position like that. Okay, let's see the execution. Okay, you can also see when the program starts, the codes will get highlighted. Okay, so you can see strawberry button is moving automatically, right? Yeah, so let's increase the second. Wait for 1 second, it is too fast, so I'll increase the seconds to 2. Okay, so that the user can score some points. So we will increase here 2 seconds. Okay, and now what we want is, now the strawberry button is moving automatically without getting clicked, right? And now we want, when the lives get 0, the program should stop, the execution should stop. Okay, so for that we will keep here the codes in the background button. Okay, because background button is connected to the lives, right? So when the background button is clicked, lives will get decreased, and when it decreases to 0, the execution should stop, right? So under the category control, here is the condition block. Condition, yeah. Condition means we have some condition when should the program when the execution of the program should be stopped, right? So the first block we will drag here, and in place of my_var we will select game in progress. Lives should be equal to, when the live is equal to 0, okay, our program should stop. So we will duplicate this. Okay, and we will put here it is 1, that means it is on. So if we will put 0, it means it stopped. Okay, see here, try to understand. If lives equal to 0, set game in progress to 0, that means the program execution will get stopped. Okay, so we will put this block under the show block. Okay, so let's see. So you can see the strawberry button is moving. And lives have decreased to 1. And now it's 0. And you can see the strawberry button had also stopped moving. So this was due to the loop that we have used. So in the next video, we will add a timer on this screen. And as the program starts, we want the timer to start. You can set the timer as per your choice, like 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay. Thanks for watching.